Have you ever wondered how a man could be an emperor and a philosopher at the same time? Picture Marcus Aurelius, a figure who straddled these two seemingly opposite worlds. He was not only the Roman emperor, wielding immense power, but also a Stoic philosopher, pondering the mysteries of life. This duality paints a fascinating portrait of a man who was as much a thinker as he was a ruler. Let's dive into the life of this enigmatic figure, Marcus Aurelius. Born into an aristocratic Roman family in 121 AD, Marcus Aurelius was destined for greatness from the start. His lineage was one of prestige and privilege, his family tree adorned with consuls and senators. This was a world of riches and refinement, where the young Marcus Aurelius was exposed to the intricacies of politics and power from an early age. His education was thorough, befitting a child of Rome's elite. He was schooled in Latin and Greek, the languages of the empire's scholars and statesmen. But it was not just languages that piqued his interest. He was also drawn to the study of law and philosophy, subjects that would serve him well in the years to come. In the bustling heart of Rome, Marcus Aurelius spent his formative years under the tutelage of some of the finest minds of the time. He was a keen student, eager to explore the complexities of the world around him. His intellectual curiosity was insatiable, and his teachers soon recognized his potential. At the tender age of 17, his life took an unexpected turn. Emperor Antoninus Pius, who had no biological children of his own, adopted Marcus Aurelius. This was a momentous event, one that would propel the young scholar onto the world stage. Marcus Aurelius did not shirk from his new responsibilities. He embraced the opportunity to learn from Antoninus Pius, absorbing the nuances of statecraft and leadership. In the midst of this political whirlwind, he found solace in the teachings of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, duty, and acceptance of fate, resonated with Marcus Aurelius. It provided a moral compass in a world of political intrigue and power struggles. His attraction to this philosophy was not a passing fancy, but a lifelong commitment. He would go on to become one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, his writings serving as a testament to his deep-seated beliefs. His early fascination with Stoicism would shape his approach to ruling the Roman Empire. This philosophical foundation would guide him through the tumultuous years of his reign, influencing his decisions and shaping his legacy. The roots of his wisdom were planted in these early years, cultivated through education and experience, and nurtured by his enduring commitment to Stoicism. In 161 AD, Marcus Aurelius found himself thrust into a position of immense power. The death of Antoninus Pius, his adoptive father and emperor, left a vacuum that was filled by Marcus. This was not unexpected. Marcus had been groomed for this position since his adoption by Antoninus at the behest of the late Emperor Hadrian. Yet, Marcus Aurelius was not a man to be seduced by the intoxicating allure of power. Instead, he saw it as a responsibility to be shouldered, a duty to be fulfilled. And he made an unconventional choice. He decided to share the throne with his adoptive brother, Lucius Verus. This was a first in Roman history, a joint rule by two emperors. It was a testament to Marcus's belief in cooperation and shared responsibility. Marcus's ascension to the throne was not marked by pomp and grandeur, but by a commitment to rule justly and wisely. He was not a figurehead or a puppet emperor, but a true leader who sought to understand the needs and desires of his people. He studied law, philosophy, and rhetoric, not for personal gain, but to better serve the empire he now led. But the Rome Marcus inherited was not a peaceful utopia. It was a vast empire fraught with political intrigue, military conflicts, and social unrest. Yet he approached these challenges with the calm and patience of a philosopher. He believed in the power of reason, in the inherent goodness of his people, and in the importance of maintaining balance and harmony. Marcus Aurelius was not just an emperor. He was a philosopher, a scholar, and a seeker of wisdom. His rule was not about personal ambition or glory, but about serving the greater good. He was a Stoic, a believer in the power of the mind to overcome adversity, and he applied these principles to his rule. He saw his power not as a means to indulge his desires, but as a tool to promote justice, peace, and prosperity. Despite the challenges of ruling an empire, Marcus Aurelius remained committed to his Stoic beliefs. His reign marked a time of wisdom and justice, a testament to the power of philosophy and governance. While ruling the Roman Empire, Marcus Aurelius also found time to delve into philosophy. Now, this wasn't a casual hobby or an idle pastime. No, Marcus Aurelius was deeply committed to philosophy, and his writings reveal an introspective man grappling with the complexities of human existence. His most famous work, Meditations, is a testament to this. It's a collection of personal reflections written in Greek during his military campaigns. Unlike other philosophical texts of the era, Meditations wasn't written for a public audience. It was, in essence, a personal diary, a conversation with himself about life, death, and the nature of the universe. At the heart of Meditations and Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is Stoicism, a school of thought that flourished in the Hellenistic period. Stoicism calls for an acceptance of fate, a deep understanding of nature, and above all, the pursuit of virtue. Marcus Aurelius was a firm believer in these principles. He saw fate as an integral part of the cosmic order, something to be accepted rather than resisted. "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny," he wrote, "for what could more aptly fit your needs?" His philosophical reflections also reveal a deep understanding and respect for nature. He viewed the universe as a rational, orderly system, and humans as part of this larger whole. "We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth," he mused, underscoring the interconnectedness of all beings. And most importantly, Marcus Aurelius emphasized the pursuit of virtue. He believed that a good life was not defined by wealth or power, but by moral character. He urged himself to be just, honest, and kind, to act in accordance with nature and reason. Even as an emperor, Marcus Aurelius was a philosopher at heart. His philosophical writings not only offer a glimpse into his mind and reign, but also serve as timeless wisdom, a guide to living a good and meaningful life. Indeed, the Philosopher King, despite his imperial mantle, was, first and foremost, a man in search of wisdom and virtue. In the later years of his reign, Marcus Aurelius faced numerous challenges. A philosopher at heart, he found himself engrossed in a world of turmoil and strife. Wars raged on the empire's borders, stretching the might of Rome to its limits. Yet Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Philosopher King, stood resolute, his mind as firm as the stone walls of the empire he ruled. More than just the external conflicts, an internal battle was waged within the confines of the empire. The Antonine Plague, as it came to be known, swept across the lands, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. It was a catastrophe of epic proportions that tested the resilience of Marcus Aurelius and the empire he held dear. He navigated these trials with the calmness of a philosopher, guiding the empire through its darkest hour. Yet it was clear that the relentless challenges were taking their toll on Marcus Aurelius. His health began to deteriorate, and the once vibrant Philosopher King was now a shadow of his former self. Despite his failing health, he continued to rule with wisdom and grace, his spirit unbroken by the adversities he faced. In the year 180 after the birth of Christ, Marcus Aurelius breathed his last. He passed away, not in the comfort of his palace, but on the battlefield, leading his troops in a campaign against the Germanic tribes. His death marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new one, as his son Commodus ascended to the throne. Commodus was a stark contrast to his father, and his rule marked a departure from the philosophy and wisdom that Marcus Aurelius had so valiantly upheld. Despite his struggles, Marcus Aurelius remained a philosopher until his final days. His wisdom, etched in his writings, continues to inspire millions across the world, reminding us of the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius left behind a legacy that continues to resonate today. He was more than just an emperor. He was a philosopher, a thinker, a guide. His reign was marked by wisdom, justice, and the pursuit of virtue, qualities that earned him a place among the 5 good emperors of Rome, an accolade not lightly given. His philosophical writings, known as the Meditations, have endured the test of time, transcending the boundaries of his era and geographical location. They provide us with a window into the mind of a man who, despite being one of the most powerful figures of his time, struggled with the same human conditions that we face today: fear, anger, desire, and the quest for purpose and meaning. Marcus Aurelius's influence on Stoic philosophy cannot be overstated. His writings are considered a cornerstone of this school of thought. He offered practical wisdom on how to live a good and meaningful life, irrespective of external circumstances. His words continue to inspire millions around the globe, offering guidance on how to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. The legacy of Marcus Aurelius is not confined to history books or philosophy classes. It lives on in the heart of every individual who seeks wisdom, justice, and virtue. His life serves as a testament to the power of philosophy in guiding our actions and shaping our world. In the end, Marcus Aurelius was not just an emperor but a philosopher whose thoughts continue to inspire and guide us today.